Here with one of the top quarterbacks in the class of 2022, Ty Simpson. Ty, you kind of been on this whirlwind unofficial visit tour because it's a dead period after all. The last 3 weeks with Alabama, then Clemson, and then this past weekend at Tennessee. What's the last 3 weeks been like for you? Just to kind of go see some places, even though you can't go and meet with coaches and stuff, it's got to be better than sitting at home, right?
Oh, no doubt. And as a football family, anytime we can get football, it's a great time. So being able to witness those games as a fan, and spending time with my family has been a pleasure, and I've actually really enjoyed it.
All right, so you were in Knoxville this past weekend. It's the third time you've been to Knoxville this fall. Nobody can say you're not giving Tennessee every chance in the world to impress you to this point. I know offensively they're not, doing as well as you would hoped. But watching the game, where can you see that they've improved, and what do you like about the balls?
Man, Knoxville. I mean, I can't say any bad things about them. I feel like they're really, really close to closing the gap between all these big time programs. But I really enjoyed this weekend. I felt like Tennessee played really hard. They were fired up. It's against Florida. This used to be one of the biggest rivalries in college football. Just all those teams together, and I saw some really promising things. The offense. I feel like Harrison gave them a big spark in the offense, and just building something up to in the future, and carrying it to a different legacy like it was at '98. And I also think that Coach Pruitt and the staff coached really hard, and coach these guys up real well. And give credit to Florida; they're a great team. They wouldn't be number 4 or 5 in the country if they weren't a great team. And I'm looking forward to watching them in Atlanta play Alabama. But at the same time, give credit to Tennessee because of how hard they played.
So, take me through the visit to Alabama. What did you like about it? What do you like about what Alabama's doing, and and just what are the positives for Alabama?
So I really enjoy Alabama. It's not far from home. And they win. They have 17 national championships. So that enough is just jumps off the resume. And the town, I think Tuscaloosa is a great town. It reminds me a little bit of Martin just because all there is Alabama and Alabama football.
What did you enjoy about Clemson?
Clemson's a great place. You know, everything there is just so family oriented. I, say it's like the Disney World of college football, just because everything there is just like wow, that so much money goes into it, and it's all family oriented. If you come here, your family's going to come here because they're going to love coming back to Clemson and watching you, and looking at the town and seeing all these people because at Clemson they really push. It's not a 4-year decision; it's a 40-year decision, and everybody who came to Clemson comes back in the future.
I know there are other schools that are recruiting you. There's Auburn, there's Oklahoma, Florida, Georgia. There's everybody, who's who of teams. But you've specifically focused on kind of these three the last 3 weeks. Is there a common denominator between the three?
Uh, you know, they're all in the South, I guess you would say. But the
You're
fact
telling me
that
you're not going to Minnesota.
yeah, yeah, no doubt, no. But the fact that they want to win, that football is the main thing, main comment about the towns, and they're all bought into the program. All the players are, at Alabama, Clemson, and Tennessee, they all want the program to be the best, and especially at Tennessee, it's building back up, with the new recruiting classes like that, like Eric Gray, Harrison, and all those freshman wideouts. All those guys are bought into Tennessee in the program, and that's what kind of sparks my interest in all these. It's not just hey, I come here to play football and stuff. No, they're all bought into the program. They all want to go the same thing. It's the NFL.
For you, how close are we? I mean, I'm not asking you to give me a date, but I mean, like, do you feel like after these three visits, you're a lot closer now towards a decision than maybe you were at the 1st of November?
No, most definitely. I do feel like my recruitment's coming to an end here pretty soon. Within probably after Christmas, is probably when I won't start asking, telling my family and talking to my family, hey, this is what's going to happen. This is where I want to go. So probably around January, February, in between there is probably when I'll make a date.
Well, Ty, only in today's modern world can you drive 700 or 800 miles to go see a school and then drive 700 or 800 back to Zoom with coaches that you were just at the school with. And that's what you've done the last 3 weeks. And I can't imagine what it's been like because that's got to be so bizarre.
Oh, it has, but at the same time, anytime I can interact with these guys and y'all is a pleasure, and I thank God every day I'm in the position I'm in.
Well, Ty, we appreciate it, man, and good luck with the decision. And hopefully, we'll all get to know that decision here soon.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.